One cold evening, a man was driving home when he saw an old lady stranded on the side of the road. Her car had a flat tire, and even in the dim light, he could see she needed help. He pulled over in front of her Mercedes, climbed out of his old Pontiac, and walked toward her. The woman looked nervous. After all, no one had stopped for her in over an hour, and now here came a stranger. Poor looking, with rough hands and worn clothes. She wasn't sure whether to trust him, but the man gave her a warm smile and said gently, "I'm here to help you, ma'am. Why don't you wait in the car where it's warm? My name's Brian Anderson." Brian knelt in the cold mud, skinned his knuckles, and got dirt all over his clothes, but he managed to change her tire. The old lady was amazed and relieved. When he finished, she asked, "How much do I owe you?" Brian smiled and shook his head. "You don't owe me a thing. If you really want to pay me back, just help someone else the next time you see them in need, and think of me." The lady thanked him over and over before driving off into the night, her heart warm with gratitude. A few miles down the road, she stopped at a small roadside cafe to get something to eat and warm up. The waitress who served her was kind and cheerful, even though she looked tired and heavily pregnant. Despite her exhaustion, she still treated everyone with a genuine smile. The old lady noticed this and thought about Brian's words. When she finished her meal, she quietly left the cafe before the waitress returned with her change. On the table, under a napkin, the waitress found a note and 4 $100 bills. The note read, "You don't owe me anything. I've been there too. Someone once helped me the way I'm helping you now. If you want to pay me back, don't let this chain of love end with you." That night, the waitress went home and softly kissed her sleeping husband. She whispered, "Everything's going to be all right, Brian Anderson. Kindness always finds its way back to you. What you give comes around in ways you least expect. Never underestimate the power of a small act of goodness. It can change someone else's world and eventually circle back to yours. Life is a circle. Whatever energy you put out into the world always finds its way back to you. When you choose kindness over indifference, when you help others without expecting anything in return, you plant seeds of goodness that will one day bloom in your own life. Every act of compassion, no matter how small, creates a ripple that travels further than you can imagine. Brian didn't know that his simple act of kindness would return to him in the most beautiful way, but that's how life works. The good you do always finds a way back home. So keep being kind, keep helping others, and trust that the universe remembers every good deed, because what goes around truly comes around.